What you looking at? Ah, I see. You know, your artistic intuition is sharper than 99.8% of the world's population by now, Master. Hmm. So, what else have you noticed? Tell me. Well, it's because colors that are bright like the sun, sure, they're beautiful and passionate, but they can burn anyone who comes too close. Like a kite with no string, the viewer will be caught in the scorching heat until they're nothing but ash. Break time's over. Let's power through this and finish unpacking. Then I'll take you to the best seafood place in town. I just pulled these out from under a cabinet in the bedroom. I thought I already collected all of his sketches, but it looks like he stashed some away. Yup, they're definitely not mine. Back then, I couldn't bring myself to paint for a while. These works and this apartment belonged to someone who was basically my art teacher. He's been missing for years. That's what the news said. In reality, I just let myself believe he was missing. He liked the world above the waves. Many years ago, he left Lemuria to paint landscapes he had never seen before. Maybe he really did find his own utopia, and it was so enchanting that he forgot to come back. All right. Actually, wait. I almost forgot this. Sadly, it's too strong for tonight's dinner. Let's get going. We'll pick out something more suitable once we're at the restaurant. In my defense, I wasn't exactly a kid at the time. But I guess if we're gonna use your human standards, I was technically underage. I'm too drunk to remember. I barely went out back then. The old butler who accompanied me was worried. He thought I might run into trouble, so he asked me to stay inside. But my teacher was either painting or drinking. He spent 12 hours doing one thing, and the rest of the day was spent doing the other. Sometimes he'd bring me to the bars. We'd go from the eastern coast to the western coast. My job was to drag him home once he passed out. Yup. While he drank, I just stood outside and watched the world go by, one coast at a time. Do you want to see it for yourself? Give me your hand. 1, 2, 3. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. You've only been here for a day, but you already fit right in. The scenery used to be more beautiful than this. The sea was a vivid greenish blue, the meadows were full of daisies, and seagulls would circle those red cliffs. I'd sit here and watch the sun dip below the horizon. Then the moon started its shift. I doubt it. Art and booze were all that mattered to him. He wasn't the type to have hidden goals. But if he ever makes it back from that utopia, I'll ask him. It's too dark right now. Besides, the winery's in the way. Hohenlos Winery. We're going there tomorrow night. You didn't bother to read the invitation and just followed me here. Aren't you afraid I'll sell you off? That's not what I said, cutie. I said the owner isn't exactly a friend of mine, but he's important. I've waited a long time for this invitation. Of course. Isn't it already on that table? I'll be gifting the fine wine I've carefully prepared as a present. The breeze is perfect tonight. Let's stay here for a while longer. Drink as much as you want. We'll sleep it off later. We'll rest until tomorrow, when the banquet begins.
Mr. Rafayel, welcome. I'm honored you decided to travel all the way here.
I wouldn't miss the grand opening of your new winery, Mr. Alden. This is Mr. Alden, and this is my companion.
This is the Dionysus?
It's a small gift, nothing more.
Dionysus? Aren't there only 5 bottles of it in the world? My goodness, Mr. Alden, you're very fortunate. Having enough money can't always guarantee you'll get it. I heard it fetched an enormous sum at an auction. Mr. Rafayel, were you the mysterious bidder?
It was more of a lucky find. I'm not a connoisseur, though. It'd be wasted on me. So I thought it should go to someone who truly appreciates it, such as Mr. Alden. If it can bring joy to everyone for a grand occasion, then that's even better.
You're too kind, Mr. Rafayel.
Why are you staring at me? Aside from being in the wine business, he likes collecting art. He visited a few of my exhibitions overseas. He even attended that lecture I gave on Lemuria's art in Lincoln. As I've said before, a wine should be with someone who suits it. That's how it can fulfill its real purpose. Scales. Okay, you've looked enough for today. Yes. He was lured into a deadly trap by the two things he loved the most. Then, he was burned to ashes. Wherever Dionysus goes, madness and death follow. He tempts mortals with the world's most sublime wine. They'll sink into its sweetness before resting in blissful oblivion.
Hello, everyone. I'm glad you could make it to Hohenlohes Winery's grand opening. This is the
No
largest
gift
winery
would be more
our
fitting
family
than
has
that
ever
bottle
built.
of wine.
It represents my family's dreams that span generations. I'd like to give special thanks to Mr. Rafayel. He has gifted us a remarkable wine for this celebration. Let's make a toast, everyone.
Cheers. I'll come in, Nova. I said, bon voyage. Sorry to keep you waiting. There are too many people for anything to happen. Of course. No. I want to go to the beach. Do you remember what I said, cutie? Life that's born in the sea ultimately returns to it. We find a different kind of eternity in the ocean's depths. A long time ago, he was the one who helped me leave this place. Yeah, he kept just enough money for one final drink. He used the rest to buy 2 new identities for me and the old butler, and the tickets that had let us leave. Now, I've finally returned the favor. I gave him a proper goodbye. Do you want to dance? The world is full of things that can swallow you whole if you let them. I need to find an anchor. So, you should tightly hold on to me.
Alden, the owner of Hohenlohe's Winery, was discovered in a barrel of his own wine this morning. He had drowned. There were no signs of foul play at the crime scene, and the police have initially ruled it as a suicide.
I thought you weren't watching it. You're so bossy. Are you afraid of who I am, I mean? I won't deny that was part of the reason.